Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with some more GR2 content for you today. So I'm now at 70 on this account. Have been for a little bit, but I've been sorting some bits and stuff out before I did this. So we're going to go back through and do the tacticals again, as they are. There is brackets in tacticals. We're not certain on what the brackets are at the moment, but there is brackets, and at your captain level, so when you get up to 70, you hit the max level for the tactical, so we're going to go in and do it again. I'm going to quickly talk about the ship loadout that I'm using, and today's tactical is Bloodsail. And yeah, we're going to go in and hopefully top the leaderboard and stuff like that. Before I do, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and all that good stuff. Also, don't forget to check me out on Twitch, and you can support me over there for free if you got Twitch Prime. And yeah, that's about it. So let's jump into the ships. So I'm going to be taking in not a fog, my immortal. This is going to be my tank. It's going to take the brunt of the damage off the first monster. If I can keep it alive, amazing. If I can't, it's a bit unfortunate, because if I can keep it alive for the second wave of battleships, I can get quite a lot of damage out. Device wise, we got a shield rep on here, not really needed, to be honest. The only other good tactical I have in this position would probably be the stealth, so I'm gonna actually put that on now. We have a defense CN. This is usually because it's out of range of the Centurion, so it's not getting the buffs from that, so the defense CN is going to keep it alive a little bit more easily, as the lasers on Bloodsail penetrate shield, so they ignore the shield on this. In this situation, a Frost is potentially better because of the higher durability. A King will certainly be better, and yeah, it's probably the worst carrier for tanking the damage in this situation, due to the fact that the lasers pierce shields, so the shields aren't tanking much at all anyway. We then have my second monster. It is running EMP. Notice that it's only running 6 guns. We have found a little thing out where, unless you're running Jim, 6 guns is enough on a monster when you're using the cooldown subsystems top and bottom. After a couple of tests that I did with this, I did used to have 8 snaking on here, but that's all changed. Running a Reapers because it fits nicely on the 4 slot on the front and still leaves me a transition, and the top slot's got an EMP. Our second monster, we're running pretty much the same, except we have dropped 2 snaking cannons for 2 Gorse. We seem to be, after testing with other people, we seem to be getting better damage running a couple of Gorse instead of all snaking. And it leads me to think that there is some hidden nerf that happened at some point, or maybe we just didn't notice it, where there is some kind of muzzle cooldown on firing multiple of the same weapon types. So yeah, the Gorse fits nicely. I get a little bit extra damage out of it now, and yeah, it's quite easy. Last up, we are taking my Centurion. This is running another EMP. This is just to try and stop the lasers from firing on the main monster. Once the 2 monsters come in at the rear, there's very little you can do about it though. Running 2 PTs just to help keep Fragile up, and it's running the Global Command CN for the massive buffs this provide, especially due to the Commander warship feature giving the increased duration of 65%. That mixed with this Global CN maxed out means that the Global CN's buffs are permanent and are always on all of my ships at all points, unless they're out of range, obviously. So yeah, that's the ship setup I'm running, and we'll jump into the tactical. So we're rank 1 at the moment, 5.23 million damage there at the moment. We'll jump in. We should be able to beat that. That was a pretty standard basic run, really. Where I just jumped in just to grab the daily rewards quickly this morning. So, as we hit fights, you'll see that our recommended battle rating's 272.7 million. So this is where the bracket lies. At level 70, you will hit this bracket of 2.7 million. 65, it was lower than this. At 69, it was lower than this as well. I believe the brackets might be every 5 levels, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I'd have to start a new account and go through to see where the recommended battle rating does change. This can actually cause quite a few problems. It can actually stop you applying a lot of damage that you could be. So getting your level up and getting into the higher tier is often quite useful. So we'll jump in and we'll get to it. We're using a very similar tactic to previously, except we're running the dual EMP now instead. And that will let us completely shut down the laser if we don't mess it up. So we're going to draw some nice lines so they go through the monster and out the other side. And that guy will just go on attack anyway. We're going to jump him in, pop that. Make sure your captains are off. And I jumped the wrong one in, so we jump in with the other one. Hit the EMP, turn him off. And for some reason, it's all going wrong. Because I'm recording a video. Got this guy in range and turn him off. This is where the other EMP is going to come in. We're going to stop that main laser firing yet again. And we'll get rammed underneath the monster as well. Retarget the monster. And that's it. Unfortunately, the third laser is going to hit because this will still be on... Oh, it's not off cooldown, so I can pop again. So there's another EMP. Global CN. And almost there. This immortal will unfortunately die this time because that won't be off cooldown, but there's not much we can do about that. Unfortunately, one of my monsters was in range of that, so it did get hit, which is again a bit unfortunate. Oh, yeah, we lost a monster. That was unfortunately completely my fault. Right. Turn this guy off so this monster dies, and then jump over this way. We won't get it. So basically, don't mess up and you can kill that monster and usually move on to the second. We'll do another run now quickly just to give it another go because that was a bit poor play by me. So we'll jump back in. We'll get it right this time, maybe. Like I said, I don't usually do this on PC, so getting used to the controls when you're using a mouse and keyboard is when I don't usually. Normally play this on my phone. So I can't even get a straight line on PC. That'll do. That'll sort of have to do. And last one. There we go. So this is my EMP monster. So it's going to jump in first. Well, that one's actually going to jump in first. Second jumps in. Switch them both off now that they're underneath the monsters. And switch him off as well. Pop the global CN. Target up the monster. We can fire our Reapers off here while we wait. EMP this laser. That's that laser down. Got another EMP ready to go. Once this guy starts trying to fire that laser off again, we'll pop the EMP. And we're looking much better this time. Global CN off. Reapers should come off cooldown shortly. Oh, that's not good. That'll be alright. So once this guy's down, we can pop the shields, we can get everybody moving again. Pop the buff there and turn him off and target this monster down here, I think, first, so it's probably closer. Small thrusters on, and we're gonna just jump straight away, try and get the extra bit of damage off. Hopefully he won't die. He won't die. And there we have it. A little bit extra damage out there. 5.5 mil, 5.6. Yeah, 5.61. So, if you got stronger ships than this, you can easily kill that second monster as well. I'm not sure if you can kill the third. I don't know if anyone's managed that yet, but yeah. So that's 2 monsters, 1 monster killed, second monster damaged, a little bit more extra damage or a little bit more extra health on the other monsters, and potentially a better ship in position of the Immortal, so it actually lives through the first monster. So it can target, you can jump it off, take the lasers from the second monster while your 2 monsters move back down onto the extra monster at the bottom. I messed up there as well a little bit. It's good chance that I could have kept the second monster alive and used that to tank the 2 monsters while my other monster got into position to deal the damage. Anyway guys, hope you found that useful and get you a bit more extra damage in the tactical and stuff like that. So remember, 2 MPs, and that'll shut down the main monster's laser, which is the scariest part for the most part. If you can keep that thing offline and not firing, in lower thresholds of the tactical, I found you can actually energy drain the monster to the point where it can't fire its laser off anyway, so the MPs won't be so useful in that situation if you're running plenty of X and Ts and stuff on the Immortals, or what other laser boats you've got. But yeah, thanks for that one, and I'll catch you next time.